Hi guys, thank you for coming to this video. Just a brief little reminder if you guys are new here, which you should be since this is only the second video so far. My name's Eddie with Friendly Keys, and I wanted to make a video in regards what homeowners or home sellers should worry about or put into consideration when selling their property. And right now, it seems that we are going to see a lot of homeowners start selling their properties due to the news that I was reading about Blackstone. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think it could be BlackRock, but I think it's Blackstone that uh, is selling all of their properties as it's not profitable anymore for Wall Street. So they are selling their properties, and due to this, they're also selling it at a loss. So there are specific markets that they dominate, which, if you're a homeowner in those markets, it's going to be very unpleasant as your property price are going to be lowered due to the sell off. So without further ado, I have some notes. So if you see me like changing screens or coming back or something like this, because these videos are meant to be unedited, because I feel that I'm giving you that vibe of unedited, and I also don't want to edit it. So bear in mind of that. So things that you should consider is pricing the home correctly. You don't want to price a property that, if your property needs work and you're pricing it at the previous cells and your zip code, uh, with the same baths, same bedrooms, and also the square footage. You don't want to price it as if it's just been refurbished if it needs a lot of work. And you also need to do research on the market conditions. So, as previously mentioned, this firm is just dropping all their properties at a loss. So, it's possible that in your market, you might think your property might be 350, but if it starts being that other properties previously are being sold at like 300 or 250, you have to be wary of that. So you also want to be considerate of the repairs and the home condition. A lot of sellers, they do sell their properties as is, but you do want to be aware of how much the repair costs are going to be, because that all goes into the consideration of the buyers. If your property is sitting on the market for over 90 days because it's just priced too high, then I, I wish you the best, but it's possible that the taxes and maybe HOAs, if you have HOAs, will start taking up a lot of fee, and you might lower it in the future and end up losing much more money because you could have saved what those taxes or HOA fees would have been if you would have just priced the property correctly as to what the market is informing you the price actually is. So you also want to do some curb appeal and staging. You don't want a property that is just not in the best conditions. The best thing that you can do is maybe do some recoating, possibly do some cleaning, and I'm sure that looks a million times better than having it dirty. If the property is dirty, of course. I'm not saying that you're dirty. It could be a situation where tenants were moving out quickly, so on and so forth. You also want to find the right buyer. There are buyers and home investors or real estate investors, I apologize, that will buy the property if the numbers make sense and if it's in their specific criteria. So I've actually networked with a lot of different companies that are interested in buying properties, and it's mainly the big cities, but if you have a property that you're looking to sell and you're looking to connect with the top five best cash buyers in your region, just comment below and I'll be more than happy to share that list of that specific city that you're in so that it could be a little bit more less time consuming, let's say. and you want to negotiate the offers correctly. So I, of course, want you to make, if I was a homeowner, I would, or if I was selling a home, my home, I would be trying to negotiate the best that I can so that I'm leaving with the best that I can. You also want to be considerate of any legal or paperwork issues that are on the property, such as disclosures are required, and failing to disclose defects can lead to lawsuits, title issues, unpaid taxes, or liens can also slow down the process of selling the property. And you have to put into consideration if you want to sell the property with a real estate agent or by selling the property alone. I'm always an advocate of selling the property alone because most real estate agents, they just do a lot of talking. Obviously, they have networks of people, but they're just gonna put the property on the market and see what bites, correct? So instead of giving a 3% fee there and a 3% fee over there, which it could be, if let's say if it's a $300,000 property and there's 6% being taken, that's $18,000 being taken for doing something that could have that you could have done yourself in less than an hour, correct? Because at the end of the day, if people are interested, they'll buy it. Equally, I know that it's they handle the process of screening correct buyers, but still, for $18,000, I think that it's time worth investing into doing it correctly and doing it yourself. So you also want to be timing the sale. As previously mentioned, these firms from Wall Street, they are now selling their properties at losses, and it's possible that within these next few months to the next year, the housing market, I wouldn't say it's going to crash, right? It's specific regions. Some regions are doing great, some regions are undervalued. The United States is a big country, but I do know that, well, you know, most people love to live near or inside of big cities. So I do know that there are some regions over in Florida that are like 35% overvalued, and it's most likely that they're going to receive a crash. But it's also possible that if the Blackstone is also selling properties there, it's going to be a fast and severe uh, crash, let's say, for that specific market. So you want to put things like that into consideration. And as previously mentioned, if you're interested in selling your property and you want to know more information on the best cash buyers in your city, feel free to go ahead and comment below, and I'll be more than happy to share that list of your specific region there with you. Nevertheless, thank you so much for taking your time to be here with me today, and I hope to see you on the next video. And if you found any of this beneficial, please like and subscribe. I would like to grow this channel so that I can help more homeowners sell their properties with providing them insights, providing them additional information as to the best cash buyers, so on and so forth. So again, thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video.